Hello, my name is Mark Mariner. Welcome back to my channel. Some of you may have seen my first video that I did a few weeks ago entitled The Journey of the Five Hearts. This is going to be a sequel to that video, a particular phenomenon that I want to go into more depth. If you haven't seen that video, I encourage you to try to see that. I think it will help you give a little more context to this video. So the subject and title of this video is called The Spell of Unworthiness, the Specter of Distorted Core Beliefs, and the Snare of Reenactment. It's a phenomenon that I have experienced in my work with clients over the past 30 years, working with individuals and couples, that I think is very common, and I want to go into it in great detail if I can, so that we can help bring this into light and make it more conscious, because it's very destructive for our relationships and it's very self-destructive. So what do I mean by the spell of unworthiness? As you may recall from that first video, we started off with this beautiful original heart, filled with our gifts and our talents and our unique contribution, and we came onto this planet ready to live that out. And unfortunately, we didn't get the right conditions. We didn't get the right recognition, the right encouragement for all of who we are to step out. In fact, what happened was that our heart got broken. At some point in our journey, we weren't seen, we weren't recognized, we didn't have the conditions, and our heart was crushed. And when that heart crushed, when that heart broke, that's when the spell of unworthiness kicked in. It's as if we forgot who we were, truly. We forgot that we had this original heart. And we went into a spell in which we didn't know who we were. And the unworthiness came because those in our environment who we cared for and depended the most weren't able to see us for who we were. So we were lost, and the spell of unworthiness unfolded. Once that spell takes hold inside of us, we as young children try to figure out why it is that that happened. And we're not objective, we're young children, we take it personally. So what unfolds is a series of distorted beliefs about ourselves. And for each of us, it's unique. For some person, it's nobody cares when I experience that spell, when I experience my broken heart. For others, it's nobody could love me, or I'm stupid, or I don't belong, on and on and on. We each have, unconsciously, a series of beliefs that we've developed from that spell. And it was our way of making sense of the hurt and the devastation that occurred in our hearts early on in life. The problem, and this is where the snare of reenactment occurs, is that once we begin to develop these core beliefs, they become our identity. We forget who we are, and we become this. We become the nobody cares, nobody can love me, I don't belong, I'm stupid, become deeply inserted in our psyche. And once those unconscious beliefs start to form and take hold, then the snare of reenactment leads us to begin to recreate that in our lives. We've become identified with those core beliefs, and so we look for them. So when we go into interactions with other people in our lives, we start looking for it. And when we start looking for it, we start reacting as if it's happening, and then we recreate it. That is the snare. And unfortunately what happens is that then people who feel like they're stupid find it everywhere they're in, every relationship they go, in every activity, they find it. People who feel like nobody cares, they're going to find that too. And it just gets reinforced and reinforced. Our misery, the misery of our broken heart gets reinforced, and that's a real tragedy. So my work with individuals and couples and groups is to help them discover deep down those deep core beliefs. It's not an easy process, because when we're in the spell, we really are convinced that's the reality that's going on. I can't tell you how many times I've seen that in my office. We're in a trance and we really believe our core beliefs are happening all over again. We want to break that pattern. So the next video that I do, I want to talk to you about how to break that spell, how to untangle the distorted core beliefs, and how to stop reenacting. The good news is that we can break out of this functioning. It's a functioning that occurs from the broken heart to the survival heart. We go into survival heart, and in that survival heart is when these distorted core beliefs and this reenactment occurs. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to hear more from me, find out more about this whole phenomenon, feel free to visit my website at markmariner.com. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the next video to come.